Oh, hello. Yeah, so it was after work on Saturday, and I just got off work, and no, I didn't. It's a total freaking lie. I got off at 5. It is now 20 to 9. But it wasn't all just laziness. I sat for like over an hour talking to my daughter and my granddaughter. So that was really nice. It was a really nice conversation. It's really fun watching the grandbaby because she likes to pick up the phone and take it for a walk. She's just starting to walk. So she'll like pick up the phone and then she'll walk away, and then I'll be like, she turned me off, I can't see you. So then my daughter will grab it and fix the phone and then let her go off again. And she takes off. She turned the video off 3 times and the audio off once. It was great. It was great. She doesn't know where she's putting her fingers. She's just carrying her phone around. That's fine. I mean, she's got to know how to use them. Like, they're going to be her future. And also, she absolutely loves it. You know, she smiles. She doesn't care about the phone. Like, it's just sitting there. She doesn't care. She just ignores it. But when she sees pictures on it, then she notices. Yeah, when she sees herself on there, or like when when my daughter's taking a picture of my granddaughter to send to me, then she'll get a hold of the phone. Especially if, like if it's not just a picture, but a movie. And then she the other day, it was like so friggin' cool because she was playing and she saw Tabitha out of the side of her eye. She's like seeing Tabitha turn on her phone, and all of a sudden and then she smiles and she giggles and she just loves to see herself on TV. It's so freaking cute. But she also smiles and giggles at me too, so that's kind of nice. Makes me feel good that she still knows who I am. We haven't been like physically next to each other since August. So, but it's looking like I might get to see them this summer. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it just might happen. Well, it's in the works. We'll see how it goes. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, well, that's sad, but I do get to see them every week. And it's really nice that, half the time she's saying, hey, let's get together, and half the time I'm saying, hey, let's get together. It's my daughter and I, not my granddaughter. But it's nice to know that my daughter is still thinking about me, as part of the family. Which is understandable that if she didn't, because she's got a baby and she's got a life and she's got stuff to do. And, and the last person on her mind is probably the person who's not there. So, the fact that she calls and sends me pictures and stuff, it's a blessing. It really is. So I'm heading out to my place of rest for the evening. And I think I'd like to make some tacos, some unwrapped tacos. Because at the moment I'm trying to cut down on carbs. I'm still eating carbs. I'm still eating some chocolate. I haven't had any cookies or cakes or donuts or ice cream in the past week. So I'm pretty pleased with myself. That's the longest I think I've probably gone without giving in to those wasted 0 useful calories. So that's nice. And then I cooked this one other time. I wanted to do off camera because I'm unsure of my cooking success. I used to be a pretty good camping cook. I used to be a pretty good camping cook. I'm not a good cook at home. I don't know what flavor to put on them. I mean, camping cooking has its own flavor, and after a long day, it really doesn't matter what flavor you put on it. It just is good. But you know, home cooking is a bit different. So, plus I picked up some stuff like some Mrs. Dash. And from my remembering from when I was a kid, it's like a no salt flavor thing. So it makes you not, you know, and I've never been a person to add salt to my, but then I was looking for other things to add and I'm like, well, you know, like the thing that comes to mind is seasoning salt because that's what we used to use when my kids were growing up. But then I'm like, well, we're adding salt and I don't really want to. I mean, I don't think it's going to hurt all that much. But if I don't have to, I mean, that makes it better too. So I picked up the Mrs. Dash and it seems to be pretty flavorful. So that's good. And I have some cheese and some tomato and some other stuff. Peppers. That's what it is. It's peppers. So yeah, so I think I'm going to drive to where I'm going to drive. Park for the night. I don't work till noon tomorrow, so I can park, you know, at my furthest location that I like to park at and still be pretty comfortable with that. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Park far away and yeah, we'll see when it's time to cook. Okay, so supper time. I have, so I'm making a taco without the taco shell. So I've got some hamburger and I have a pepper, I have a tomato, I have onion, I have the Mrs. Dash stuff, and my pan, I just sprayed oil in it because it's a really crappy camping fan. It's just a cheap little camping thing that I haven't really used very much because it's a lot of I haven't really done much in the way of any kind of cooking, so I don't really have much in the way of good pans to work with, and I'm okay with that. This is not like I'm sure that I will get tired of this after a very short while. Okay, so we'll start with just a really low heat. This is the pan that I really wanted out of it, and that was my water pan. So this isn't really anything I'm too worried about. All right. So first thing I want to do is get some onion going because I like to have that cooking up with the meat. I like to have a sweet onion because I'm a big old baby when it comes to spices. And you'll notice I'm being so careful while I'm doing this on my bed. They do have a board underneath of it, so it's not that bad. And I promise to stop filming if anything goes wrong. How's that? Actually, I'm going to put this up here for garbage. So I didn't use this pan last time, so I'm not sure how to use this plate as a cover very well. I'm getting there. Last time I used my very big plate, very big. Not even started. Okay. Yep, hot. Definitely hot. Hot. Let's get those onions in. So anyway, at least with sweet onions, you don't have that as harsh, the onion problem with the eyes. Your eye onion, it makes your eyes water. You don't have that with these kinds of onions as much. Oh my goodness. Also, I was told to make sure you season every layer. So I'm going to throw a lot of seasoning in. I noticed the last time I really did like it, but it takes a lot of seasoning, because 1 teaspoon is like not very much of each particular little tiny flavor. So that should help it slow down a little bit cooking. While that's cooking, I'm going to cut up the tomato and the pepper. And I'm going to use a whole tomato and a whole pepper because I do like the vegetable crunch that comes from these. Because these get put in at the end. They're not cooked at all. They're just raw, which I'm okay with. I feel like a proper chef. Look at that, cutting up stuff, stirring stuff. Haven't burnt anything down yet. Feel like I'm doing proper chef work. Here we go. You know, these are cute little boats. Maybe I should keep them as cute little boats and fill them up with stuff instead of trying to fit everything in this pot, which is too small. So I'm gonna have to go get my other pot out next time. So some of the onions are cooked really well and some of them aren't. I like it that way. It looks like the hamburger's all done though. So I'm turning it off and then I'm unlocking it because I like to have it unlocked right away. I am more comfortable that way. All right. I also have some cheese. Cheese. Tex-Mex cheese. So that would be our tacos, our unfolded tacos. So I'm gonna try putting half of it in this bowl, and then putting the rest of it, you know, like putting the rest of it away after it's cooled down, but then eating what I can out of this bowl. Then I can use this bowl to put my next meal in, because it has a nice lid to go on it. Alrighty, some cheese. That looks really good without even the meat in it yet. And then some meat and onions and a load of flavor. I don't know if you can hear the wind out tonight. It's it stopped raining here, which is really nice, but it's still a little bit on the windy side. Alrighty then. Maybe a little bit more cheese for the top. I mean, you don't stay my size by eating healthy. Hey, that is a work of art. That is my dinner tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm actually very excited to eat this. So, yeah, see you in the next one.